This is the closest we've ever got to Devin Haney versus Tank. We've been wanting that fight for years. Tank reached out to Devin Haney, bro. What's good, YouTube? Joy Boxing. I'm back with another video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. For today, I want to break down the prediction of Mr. G Money, Gervonta Tank Davis. And who do I think he's gonna fight and his next step and his plans for the future. As much as boxing has moved on, boxing will continue to move on. He's still a relevant name. Like, people are still gonna watch him if he were to come back. And a lot of his fans are still anticipating his comeback. And what I wanna do here is, this is me making predictions, going off what they do, what they say, what happens usually in boxing, and you know, just educated guesses, all right? Now, to start off, if you didn't know, the reason I'm calling him G Money is because Tank deactivated his Instagram, he deactivated his Twitter, went ghost for months, and apparently it got leaked by Richardson Hitchens that this dude had a burner this whole time with Clarissa Shields' face with bad makeup all over it. I have to say, I laughed when I found that. And he's been tweeting, bro. Like, he's been going at people and they don't even know it's Tank that's going at him. And it's so strange. He had a burner this whole time and he's been going AWOL. He wants smoke with everyone. He looked like he was done with boxing, but fire has been lit under G Money. Probably after seeing how Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and all of them, they're getting a lot of recognition right now. And a lot of people are throwing big money at them that at the time back then, only Tank is making that much money. The only way you're making that much money is if you fight a Canelo or a Tank or an Inoue or an AJ. Those are the type of ways you would get that type of money. But now, they're touching millions. Like, I'm thinking Shakur is getting, he's just signed with Zuffa. I'm sure he's getting a crazy bag, probably 15 million a fight. Like, they're throwing ridiculous numbers at these guys. And I think Gervonta, AKA G Money, was on the sidelines feeling a bit jealous. He's seen that Shakur and Haney they're about to put on the biggest fight. And you know, he just started going off at them, right? This is where we start. So his game plan, I believe, he's saying he wants Devin Haney next. This is the closest we've ever got to Devin Haney versus Tank. We've been wanting that fight for years. I have to give credit for Devin. He's been pushing for it. It's Tank who hasn't. And Tank reached out to Devin Haney, bro. And it kind of confirmed that the burner is Tank. Because he said he was gonna reach out and he was talking shit back and forth with Devin, and he ended up actually doing it. He was saying that to Shakur, I'll fight you next. Stuff we heard before, all right? We heard all this stuff before, but like, no, it's never got this far where he's actually contacted the team. So, you know, in a way, it's a good step forward. But do I think he's gonna fight Devin Haney next? No. Devin Haney did not fight this year yet, and he will fight this year. He has not taken a long break. He doesn't do it like this alone. This layoff alone is probably the longest layoff I've seen Devin Haney, maybe since the Ryan defeat. But he needs a fight. He hasn't fought since last year, and here's why I think it's not gonna happen. It's because Money's timeline. He's a wanted man right now. Ever since he showed up to Adrian Broner's stream, like the next day there was a warrant for his arrest, and he hasn't turned himself in yet. All right, there's been no reports of Gervonta turning himself in and he's in jail or anything like that. Plus, he has an ongoing case with what caused the whole Jake Paul thing to fall over, because he is on camera, and he is indeed on camera putting hands on his girl. I don't know how long that's gonna take to get situated. I don't know if he's gonna get prison time. Nobody knows, but off an assumption he gets off like all these other rich people do. They always seem to get away with their crimes. If I had to make an assumption, he is not going to get off till the end of this year. It's been if you didn't know, like, his last fight was Lamar Roach, which was, I think, last year. So he himself is going off a very, very long layoff. And I know he said he wants to jump straight into it, and that's probably the fighter in him saying that, but at the same time, you know, like, bro, you're not You're not doing that. With Frank Martin was your tune-up because you had a long layoff, dealing with legal issues again. If I had to make an assumption, you're gonna want a tune-up fight. I just think that's the case. Before you're gonna go into Devin Haney, you're gonna want a tune-up fight. So I think he's gonna fight Stephen Fulton, and I can tell you why. Because money was everywhere. Ooh, everyone caught it. I think Boots caught it. Like Bam caught it yesterday. He slid in Bam's DMs. Bam got a call out like, yo, let's make a fight happen. But if you didn't, Bam's like 118 pounds. Gervonta's 135, looking at fighting a 147 Devin Haney. So he called him out. And one person that I saw that he called out and started just, randomly just started going at crazy was Stephen Fulton. Yep. And that's the only one that's around his weight that's realistic, He was talking shit to Boots, he was talking shit to Bam, like none of that's happening. And then we talk shit to Roach, of course, but he's not gonna fight Roach. We're just gonna ignore that. With Tank fans, bro, when it comes to Roach, we're just gonna ignore that. Get mad at Lamont, just like call him a cop or something. Like no one's ever gonna come after Tank for not fighting Lamont Roach. Like his fans are just not gonna care, and if you bring it up, they're just gonna say, oh, who is this bum? Why is he gonna give him money? It's so weird how some of them move, but that's the reality of it. Try bringing up Roach to him, he's just gonna shove it off like fights he's done in the past. And I think he's gonna fight Stephen Fulton. It's on brand. Yes, he looked like garbage at 130 against Shock, and I don't think he's the size for 130. He missed weight even against Shock, so it's looking like he's very undisciplined. It wasn't like, oh, I'm Devin Haney and I'm muscled up, I missed weight because I was like drained or anything. Like, nah, like he looked in the weigh-in and he had like a little bit of a cut. Like, so I believe Tank is gonna probably bring him up to 135. I think that's the fight. Fulton's gonna say yes, and Haney themselves said that G Money fight is most likely gonna happen next year, June. And there's reports saying Tank's out for the year and stuff like that. And it's that makes sense because he still has legal issues. Can't just fight. You can't fight while there's a warrant for your arrest. Yeah, so I think he's gonna fight Fulton. And then hopefully, man, if Haney can get past Shakur, I don't know who Haney's fighting next right now. It's looking like Keyshawn, but then sometimes it's looking like Shakur. So depending if he could beat one or the other, if it's Keyshawn, then yeah, I think he'll win, and then he can go on and he'll face Tank next year, probably the end of next year, not even June. Like they're being optimistic. Yeah, that's the moves of G Money, Gervonta, Tank Davis. Let me know what you guys think. What do you guys think the next move is gonna be for Tank? I'll say this. I'll end it like this. Who do you guys want to see Tank up against? Shakur, who there's gonna be no draining or weight issues or anything because they're around the same weight. They're pretty much the same weight. Or Devin, when they're gonna bring him down a bit, right? I don't. Tank is a small guy, so I would understand putting him at catch weight, but the weight thing is gonna be a problem for both sides. They're gonna say, oh, you beat a small Tank, or if Tank wins, oh, you beat a trained Haney. So it's kind of a lose-lose. So in my opinion, I know I'm asking your guys, but I think Tank Shakur is clean, perfect. Let's get it. But anyways, that's it for today's video. If you're new, make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. And without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.